All right, my fourth grade friends. This is our second to last math e-learning day. Can I get a whoop whoop? I know this has been really challenging for all of you. I just can't tell you how proud I am of all of your hard work. Even Baby Yoda, he's proud of you too. And you know how much I love my Baby Yoda. So today, guys, we're going to review some measurement skills. Again, these skills are skills that you will need to be able to apply moving into fifth grade. You know how much I love math, and I've really done some research and been looking at skills and standards, and this practice for you is going to help prepare you for fifth grade, because I'm hoping everyone's going to get their work done and we're all going to be in fifth grade together next year. All right, first things first, little vocabulary. Perimeter. Remember, perimeter is the distance around a polygon. Okay? Oh, Mrs. Clary's having issues with technology again. You know how it is, guys. Forget that. Let's just write it. Distance around. Keyword there. Around a polygon. It can be any polygon. It can be a square, rectangle, triangle, trapezoid. As fourth graders, we only do squares and rectangles, but next year in fifth grade, you're going to do triangles, trapezoids, complex polygons, all sorts of things. And then area is the space covered by a polygon. Again, in fourth grade, we're doing squares and rectangles, but next year, guys, gonna increase that with triangles, trapezoids, parallelograms, all sorts of fun polygons. So the first thing you're gonna do on your independent practice today is some area and perimeter problems. So, squares. Perimeter formula for a square is side plus side plus side plus side. And remember, these congruency marks that we have here tell us that all four sides on this square are equal, so they're all 15 inches. So when I calculate the perimeter, I'm going to do 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15. And we know if we skip count by fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, carry my 2, and then 2 plus 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get 60 inches. Remember, you can abbreviate inches IN. Area formula for a square is side times side. So for this square, I'm going to have to do 15 times 15. Make sure you line up as best you can. I know mine's a little wonky. Actually, let's fix that, right? 15 times 15. That's a little better. All right, 5 times 5 is 25. Carry my 2. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. I'm done with that 5, so I'm going to cross it out. Remember, placeholder 0, because the 1 that I'm about to work with right here is not really 1, but 10. Okay, 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. Plus sign, add them up, line them up. I get 5 plus 0 is 5. 7 plus 5 is going to give me 12. Carry my 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So 225 inches. And remember, area is squared because you're multiplying 2 dimensions. Okay? That's what separates that. You're multiplying those dimensions. So make sure you square it. All right. Perimeter and area of a rectangle. First things first, perimeter is all of the sides, length plus width plus length plus width. Remember those congruency marks. So if he has 1 and he has 1, we know that he must be equal. This guy has 2. This guy has 2, so we know they're equal. It's always good to label your polygons so that you get all of the measurements before you start to do anything. So I'm going to add 9 plus 9 plus 4 plus 4. All right, I know 9 plus 9 is 18, and then if I add 4 to that, 19, 20, 21, 22, plus 4 more, 23, 24, 25, 26. And my units are inches. Remember, perimeter is not squared, so don't put that 2 in your exponent. Area of a rectangle is length times width, so I'm going to take that 9 times 4, and this should be a math fact we're familiar with. 9 times 4 is 36, so my area is going to be 36 inches. And again, since we multiplied 2 dimensions, we're going to put that 2 for our exponent, inches squared. All right, perimeter and area of complex shapes. Remember, these are the ones we gotta split up and then label all of our sides before we get to work. You have 2 options on this one. You can split horizontally, you can split vertically. I'm just gonna go ahead and split vertically. Again, as best as you can. I know mine's a little bit off to the left, but that's okay. So now I have this yellow rectangle. I'm going to color him a little bit so you can see what I'm working with. I have this pink rectangle. Color him a little bit. So let's get to work on measurements. I know I'm going to talk with my yellow rectangle first. If this top part is 4, I know this bottom piece has to be 4 because the rule of a rectangle is opposite sides are congruent. I know then if my rectangle has 8 on this side, that this whole side right here, that has to be 8. Does everyone notice this 4? That 4 is only this little piece right here. But I know the entire side has to be 8. So that tells me that this piece down here has to be 4 too, because when I put 4 plus 4 together, I get 8. This is important because it's going to help you with your pink rectangle. If I look at my pink rectangle now, I know this bottom part has to be 6. And if we notice, this 6 plus this 4, what does that equal? 6 plus 4 is 10, so we're good. We know that we have the exact measurements. And then we know if this side of the pink rectangle is 4, we know this side has to be 4. Good strategy when you're doing complex shapes. Split them. Get all of the measurements before you start to do any computation, before you do perimeter and area. So now perimeter tells me I have to go around the outside. I'm going to pick a different color. So I'm going to go around the outside. For perimeter, I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. Now remember that 4 and 6, that's inside right now, so I'm not going to use that. So I get all my measurements. So now for my perimeter, I'm going to take 4 plus 8 plus 10 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4. And I'm going to add these up. I kind of put them close to my perimeter line, so I'm going to scoot them up a little bit. All right. I know, looking here, I have 4 and 6. I know 4 and 6 is 10, so I'm going to start there. 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 4 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 8 more, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, plus 4 more, 23, 24, 25, 26. Put my 6 down, carry my 2. And then all I have is 2 plus 1 is 3. So my perimeter is 36 inches. Now, area is a little different. When you have a complex shape, you are going to get multiple amounts that you have to put together, add them together. So I need to find the area of my pink rectangle using the length and the width, and my yellow rectangle using the length and the width. If I look at my pink one, I see that it has a length of 6 and a width of 4. So I'm going to do 6 times 4 is 24. My yellow one, I see a length of 4 and a width of 8. So I'm going to do 4 times 8, which is going to give me 32. Now to find the total area of that complex shape, you need to take both of those amounts and put them together. So I'm going to add 32 plus 24. 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. So the total area of that complex shape is 56. Check my units, inches. And then squared, because again, we're multiplying 2 dimensions. All right. We also need to do some conversions today. Those go with our measurement unit. You'll notice here I wrote the words